On this episode of the Turnbuckle, Ric Flair says The Rock might reject Roman Reigns' next match. John Cena has spoken to some higher-ups about a possible WrestleMania 39 appearance, and WWE has some new creative plans for Austin Theory after his failed Money in the Bank cash-in. Folks, it's time to do a page-turner into some wrestling news because it's time for the Turnbuckle. Flair recognized the Samoan People's Brotherhood and believed that The Rock respected Roman Reigns outside the ring. The Nature Boy, though, lacks faith in Johnson's ability to come back and lose a single match. He provided the following justification for his To Be the Man podcast. Well, I don't think personally that it's a given that The Rock is going to do it. As much as he might respect Roman, I'm sure they do. All those guys, it's a brotherhood like no other. I don't think The Rock would come back and do a favor. Why would he? Tomorrow morning, he goes back to his acting career with a loss. I don't think so. I don't see that happening. Ric Flair also said that it would be a major booking error for WWE to put the world belt on The Rock. Obviously, all of this is conjecture, but it comes from a place of great experience. Although nothing has been officially verified, there are whispers that The Rock may make himself available for the major match at WrestleMania next year. Fans will have to wait longer, in Ric Flair's opinion, to see it happen in a WWE wing. Wow, a WWE wing. That's exactly what it is. A WWE ring. Okay, there we go. That's the proper... I like the idea, right? That Ric Flair is like, there's no way that, that Dwayne the Dick Johnson, no, Dick the Cock Johnson, there we go, would do a job and then go back to being one of the most highest paid actors in all of, like, history of the world and space continuum time. You know, like, I don't understand why Ric Flair is like, why would he lose? Rick, what does it matter? Why does it matter if he lost or not? Okay, yeah, maybe it's not the best idea to put the title on the line. You don't really need the title to be on the line. It doesn't really, like, that doesn't need to happen. You know, you could just have it be, you know, a regular match, and it could just be for the Anoa'i family name, and then if The Rock wins, you know, he could be like, well, now I'm in charge, and then, I don't know, The Rock can do, like, some sort of Zoom call and be like, this is what's gonna happen, you know, that sort of thing, but I like the idea that Rick is like, there's no way The Rock is gonna lose a WrestleMania match and then go right back to being an actor. Like, I don't understand how you, for some strange reason, feel as though that, like, he cares all that much. Like, I was literally thinking about this as I was reading this. I was like, bro, like, I don't get it. So the only thing that's really gonna, like, happen, right, is because I'm sure I'm sure he's doing a movie right now. I'm sure he's, like, bulking himself up or growing out his beard or his chin strap or whatever, you know, he's getting a mohawk or who cares, and he's doing a movie, and all he's gonna do is he's gonna do that thing, you know, those interviews where they're like sitting down and it's like a dark room, and like off in like the corner they've got like the logo of the movie that they're doing and everything. And then, because I remember someone was interviewing him and it was for Black Adam, and then someone was like, do you acknowledge Roman Reigns? Like, first of all, shut up. It's not even part of the movie. Second of all, no. But, like, I know that's pretty much what's going to happen. Pretty much. So, he's going to be doing his movie for gobbledygook or whatever, right? And then, someone's going to be like, oh, you lost to Roman Reigns. Oh, ratio, and you got no bitches. Oh, and The Rock's going to be like, oh, no, boo-hoo, so sad. And then he's going to wipe his tears with $4 billion. Like, who cares? What does it matter? I mean, listen. We did talk about this a couple different times, and I do remember saying things along the lines of, like, The Rock's schedule varies, and I'm sure that he's probably not going to have as much time as people would like to think out of his busy schedule to do a match, but I really don't know, to be totally honest with you. I mean, really, that, like, what am I trying to say? That's up to The Rock. That's what I'm trying to say. That's up to The Rock, really, if he wants to do this match. It seems like if I'm The Rock, it's like, really, what is the issue of, like, first of all, what's the issue of not doing it versus the issue of doing it? You know what I mean? Like, if I don't do it, is it really that big of a deal? Like, I mean, you could easily find somebody else, someone who, like, you know, is on the roster already. You don't have to worry about the whole thing of, like, oh, can he still go and all that sort of nonsense. And also, like, if I win, again, what does it matter? I'm gonna, like, get the hell out of here. I'm going back to doing my movie. I gotta do, like, 80 billion push-ups in, like, a day so that I can keep this physique, you know, like I don't really see the issue here. So really, only time will tell. We gotta wait till WrestleMania to see really, you know, what The Rock is gonna do. Next, speaking of WrestleMania, John Cena has spoken to some higher ups about a possible WrestleMania 39 appearance. A tenured member of the WWE creative team confirmed to Ringside News that Cena is under contract to WWE for several more years and is committed to perform when mutually agreed upon. Ringside News was told that John Cena has already discussed WrestleMania with Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, and Nick Khan. Only time will tell if they can work something out. That being said, Cena is also incredibly loyal to not just WWE, but Vince McMahon as well. We are told that there is no issue with Cena working for WWE after Vince McMahon's exit. Given the fact that WrestleMania is going to Hollywood again next year, it seems like a natural fit to see John Cena do something on the show. We've not heard any confirmation that Cena will be in SoFi Stadium in April, but he is certainly open to the idea. Now, again, this is pretty much the mirror image of The Rock, but to be fair, Cena is still, contracted to WWE. It's not like The Rock, where The Rock can just sort of, pop in and then pop back out again, you know what I mean? Cena's actually, he's actually contracted. So, there's more reason for A, Cena to come back, and B, for Cena to actually do a match, you know, and be part of, a storyline, I guess, you know. I personally don't know what type of storyline Cena could be in, but he was in a match with Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. So if he can just do a one-off for SummerSlam, then what's stopping him from doing a one-off for maybe a long-term thing, you know, for WrestleMania? You know what I mean? So I feel like at the end of the day, Cena, I would argue that Cena would do it more than The Rock. The Rock was like, look, I got some movie stuff going on. And I'm sure Cena has some stuff going on. He's Peacemaker. I'm sure he's got a bunch of other movie deals. I'm sure he's got some sort of guest appearance to make on a kid's show or something, you know, because I mean, it's John Cena and everybody loves him. Okay, ask my brother, right? So I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like John Cena is going to he's going to be quicker on the draw in terms of an appearance. So to be fair, I don't know what it would be. I feel like I said that already, verbatim. Help, I think I'm having an aneurysm. That's not funny. No, but yeah, there's a chance that, again, more of a chance. I don't know what type of match it's going to be. And now, I mean, you could put the belt on Cena. I mean, if you really had to, if you were backed in a corner, I mean, I guess you could, but then he would have to be a part-timer, and, you know, that was the thing that he didn't want to do, you know, so honestly, again, really the same thing, to be fairly honest with you. Only time will really tell on what Cena does. But again, I feel as though that if you really had to choose, I feel like Cena would be the first person to be I'll do a match. Don't worry, I'll do it. Everything will be fine. You know, so we really have to wait and see what the future holds for really both of them, to be fairly honest with you. Finally, WWE's creative plans for Austin Theory after the failed Money in the Bank cash-in. Ringside News was told that there is no heat on Austin Theory at all. Last night's show actually caused excitement from the producers. A tenured member of the creative team told us that the producers all felt we were finally getting Theory in position. Now, Theory is in a program with Seth Rollins, who is quickly becoming Raw's top babyface. Bobby Lashley is also in the mix, and the Almighty has been positioned as the one man who can beat up Brock Lesnar at will. We were assured by a writer with first-hand knowledge of this situation that Theory is better off today than he has been since Vince retired. Last night's episode of WWE might have appeared as a device to write Austin Theory out of any storyline, but that is not the case. He's not written off. He's right in the middle of it. Austin Theory is no longer Mr. Money in the Bank, but he was also in a difficult position with that briefcase, especially with Roman Reigns reigning supreme over the entire company. Now, WWE can place Theory in a position where he needs to be. A lot of people, for some strange reason, like to make the assumption that because Vince McMahon isn't here anymore, that means that Triple H was essentially giving Theory the short end of the stick on purpose. I said this already. I said this countless times, right? I don't understand why, as Triple H, he would do that to Theory. Why would he do him like that? That doesn't make any sense. I've said this perfectly fine. I've said this crystal clear the last time I talked about this. Austin Theory doesn't work for Vince McMahon anymore. You want to know who he works for now? He works for Triple H. So why would Triple H sabotage his own employee? That doesn't make any sense. That's like buying a car, right, off of a guy, and it's your car, you own it, and you're paying insurance on it, right? And then you find out later that the previous owner of the car was like a womanizer or something, and he kicked puppies or something. So you destroy the car. It doesn't make any sense. It does nothing for anybody, and it makes you look like an idiot. I don't understand why he would do Theory like that if Theory is working for him. That makes no sense. There's so many people that believe that, and I don't understand why. It is such an ass backwards way of thinking. I know what I'll do. This guy who literally has no association with my man anymore, I'm just gonna go in and absolutely shaft him because, Vince is an idiot. What are you talking about? What do you mean? Jeez Louise, man. Now, you could argue that, yes, he probably was getting buried, because he kept losing a bunch of matches with Johnny Gargano and everything. But again, the matches made sense, and I'm dying on the hill, okay, that it was doing something for his character. And reading that article pretty much, hopefully that shuts everybody up in the sense of like, oh, he's getting buried. Vince's protege. Like, shut up. Lord, he's fine. If anything, he's now in a program with Seth Rollins, who is the United States champion, by the way. So there's a very good possibility that Austin Theory could come out of this a lot better than he was before, I mean, to be fair, this is essentially the same situation that Otis was in, right? When Roman Reigns was the champion, and then I think it was like Bobby Lashley was the other champion and everything. So, I mean, at the end of the day, was it really an issue that he's not Mr. Money in the Bank? Because really, what was he going to do with that, to be fairly honest with you? And also, it's not like he wasn't going to cash in on the United States champion, which he did. And then he also hinted that he was going to cash in on the NXT champion. Like, you guys are so stupid, man. Jeez. Lord have mercy, man. Like, why? That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense. Why would Triple H be like, actually, you know what? You work for that guy? I don't like you anymore. Wait, but I work for you. That doesn't, what are you talking about? No, you worked for him when I didn't work for you and him, so now I'm gonna shaft you. What? What are you talking about? Lord, what did we talk about? What did we talk about in this episode? The Rock might show up at WrestleMania. There's a likely chance that he's more than likely going to do that, right? I don't know why Ric Flair... I like the idea that Ric Flair thinks that The Rock is not going to do the job. That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, The Rock really literally has nothing to lose, except the match itself, and that's not really a gigantic issue at the end of the day, to be fairly honest with you, right? John Cena is also going to be at... Okay, I don't want to say that. There's a chance that John Cena could also be at WrestleMania. And again, there's more of a chance of John Cena being at WrestleMania than The Rock being at WrestleMania. So really, we're going to have to wait and see what happens with that. And the WWE have creative plans for Austin Theory because why would they not? I don't... help me, help you, help us. That doesn't make any sense, and you're dumb and stupid and dumb in the head, okay? Sorry, that was, whatever, you probably are, okay? I mean, I am, so it takes one to know one, all right? That's gonna do it for this episode, all right? Hopefully everybody has a wonderful tonight and a wonderful tomorrow, and as always, big hugs. Big hugs all around. Why was that so aggressive?